So here we are again. This time I remember to unmute. Yay me! Okay, as I said earlier, I said it in chat in World. I am blaming lack of coffee. Yeah, that's it. That's what I blame. So we're going to give this a try again. What we are going to be looking at today is we are going to be looking at um, setting up our fishing servers and our fishing tournaments. Now, fishing servers are super easy to set up. When you are sent the server, you res it out. That's it. Easy as pie. You res it and you are good. Now, one thing that I do want to let you know is each fishing server, both the freshwater and saltwater, have the exact same range of 20 meters. Now, I do have a range meter here. Let me just pop it on down here. I'm not going to worry about camming all around this time. Let me press it up so you can kind of get an idea here. So normally your server would go right here in the middle, right where you see the crosshairs there. And all that blue right here, that huge circle, that is 20 meters around. So anywhere within that blue is where you could fish from. That's great. That is quite a bit of range. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. If for any reason you guys don't get one or anything like that, let me know. Maybe we can see what we can do about making sure you can get one. I didn't get one when I got the saltwater server, but I know when I got my freshwater server, I did get one. So I'm not sure. Maybe ICE will be able to put those in, maybe ICE has put those in the freebie box or something like that. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten a freebie box in a while. But that is how we set up our fishing servers. Now, going on next is going to be our tournaments. Now, a couple of useful hints when it comes to tournaments, especially having two different server types now, is you can do one of two things with your tournaments. If you only have one fishing server down, then ignore the next things I'm going to say, because then it doesn't apply to you. You don't need to worry about it. But if you happen to have both of your fishing servers down and you want to do two separate tournaments, so say you want to do a tournament for freshwater fishing and a tournament for saltwater fishing, so you want two separate tournaments, please keep in mind they have to be 200 meters apart. That is 200 meters apart. The main reason of that is because each tournament has a range of 100 meters. So that way you don't have to have your tournament right on top of your fishing server. You can have it a little ways away and it would still count, so to speak. I know some places would have 2 or 3 servers out because they would either get a lot of people or they just had a lot of space, so they wanted people to be able to fish from different locations, which is great. Options are always wonderful. So I just wanted to make sure that there was plenty of range with the tournaments to give people that option. So please remember, again, if you want two separate tournaments and you have two different servers out, they have to be 200 meters apart. The best way I do that is I will put out a prim. Remember, just resing out a prim like this, going to create and resing one out. The most you can build is 60 meters. So you can build a 60, and then we'll build 3 60s and then a 20. And that can encompass it all for you. And just move them all together. That is another tutorial, because yes, I'm going to do a kind of a intro into building tutorial where you'll learn how to do all of that stuff if you don't know how. Because some of that stuff can be very useful with DFS positioning and all that fun stuff. But next, let's go ahead and then Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. The other thing I wanted to say with the tournaments is, again, with the two separate tournaments that we have now, the great thing is, like for instance, myself, I have my freshwater and my saltwater tournaments out. They are probably roughly about 50 meters away from each other. So I have just one catch contest board and it goes for both of them. So that contest board, whether you want to fish freshwater, saltwater, or a little bit of both, it's all going onto the same contest board. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I caught 100 fish with the saltwater and I don't want to lose my place. Say if you're in first place, I don't want to lose my place, but I need to go catch some freshwater fish because, you're what you're planning on cooking or something like that. You won't lose your place. All that will do is add to it if you're doing it like at my tournament. So if both of your servers are within that 100 meters, then just drop one board. It goes for both the catch contest and the tournament board. Now let's go ahead and go to setting up these boards. Now, if you ever want to take a look and read through how to set it up, here with the tournament board, the regular tournament board, this is for the top three where the largest bass wins. This one you will have to res and open because I did try and do this video once before, but I forgot to unmute myself. I kind of borked it and oops. It was already open, so I wasn't going to go buy another one and redo all this part and everything else because I'm not a big fan of these ones personally. But that doesn't mean they're not good. It's just preference. So, but with this one, you do have to open it. When you open it, you get the server, you get the first, second, and third place prize. Now, you res out the server. You get the stand here, and each one will tell you what the current size is once this is all set up and done. Now, this is super easy to do. You click here, choose how many days, choose whether you want it public or private. Public means it will be listed on the tournament website. Private means it will not. Sim type, that is purely up to you, whether it's a roleplay sim or just a normal sim. That works. And then you would just hit start once you are ready. Now, before I go to hit start, I always take care of these. These are for your prizes. You will want to sit there and hit, the debit permissions there, and you will click on them, if I remember right. I can't remember that one. I think you have to start it first and then, but it will give you the option of being able to type in what the prize money is going to be. I do believe you do have to start start this first, but I'm not going to start it because I like to save it for later, for me to use this later. So you'll have to click this later, and then you can enter in the prize amount. Now, once the contest is done, it will automatically send the money over to the winner of that specific place. Any items you have placed inside of it, so you can right click edit and drop in any items you want to give as well as Lyndon's, it will send that as well. So that's always awesome. And that's how that's done. So I'm going to go ahead and pick these up. So that way I can reuse those later. And next is the catch contest board. This one again, super easy. You don't have to have to worry about the trophies or anything like that. As you can see, it is just the board, 1 through 5 here, name catches. All you have to do is click the board. Again, choose 35 or 7 days. Private or public, same concept. Private means it's not listed. Public means it's listed. And you just click start then. I'm going to go ahead and hit ignore and pick that up. Other than that, that is how you would set up your tournament. That is how you would set up your fishing servers. Now, with the new server, we have a bunch of new items that we are able to fish up, that we're able to make, we're able to do. And here soon, I'm going to be doing a video on those. I'm going to be doing some recipe videos. Isis asked me if I can start doing videos of cooking each and every recipe on the website. I know, very daunting, but we're going to be doing it. Yay! And I'm going to be doing that with some of these new items as well. So that's going to be very exciting. So next week, I'm going to be teaching you all how to fish, and you can laugh at me at my really, really, really horrible fishing skills. And I'm much better at real life fishing. I'll promise you that. And we can go through, learn then, and we can also, I will have with you an entire list of what fish you will catch with freshwater, with saltwater, which ones you have to be level 1 to catch, which ones you have to be you can be level 0 to catch, and which ones you have to fish at a tournament to be able to catch. I will have all of that info for you and more next week. And another surprise video. I don't even know what I'm going to do yet, again, for next week, along with that video. But I'm always trying to do 2 each weekend, so we'll see. It'll be a surprise. It'll be fun. Other than that, I want to say happy farming, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, to hit that subscribe button, and like this video if you did like it. And again, don't forget to leave any comments or questions or anything in those comments down below. Again, happy farming.